So you've made it through that first scary night. You've seen daylight again. Girl, get the hell out of the house. What are you doing going back there? And I said that even before I saw that whole town look like a nuclear bomb was dropped on it 50 years ago. Hey, what's up, couch potatoes and horror fanatics? Mike back with another 5-minute movie review. This time, we are talking about the 2002 horror film written and directed by Zach Cregger. This is Barbarian, a movie that just seems like it came out of nowhere. Now, this stars Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long. And it is a very, very interesting movie to talk about because, like I said, it seems like it came out of nowhere and then everyone couldn't stop talking about it. And I think it's because there's lots of things to talk about with it. But let's go ahead and jump into, guys, if you don't know about this, Keith and Tess, they both end up booking the same Airbnb by accident. And when it's discovered there is a basement and more below the house, shit, well, it goes a little crazy. Now, honestly, I think the less you know about this movie, the better. I will say that the first 30 minutes legit creeped me out. Something I think that really a lot of modern horror movies cannot do. But around the 45-minute mark, this movie took a huge shift and changed directions a little bit, but I think it was actually for the better, and we'll talk about why. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything spoilery, but I'm going to tell you guys what I liked. Now, what I liked about this movie is it is spooky. I think this is probably the first movie since maybe The Ring that actually had me wanting to almost damn near cover my eyes. It was so tense and it was so claustrophobic and almost will make you afraid of the dark, with how creepy some of its scenes are. So much tension. It is done so incredibly well. And I think it'll make you look away more than once. When you do get some of those big scary moments, it will kind of make you want to shield your eyes, look away from the television, and just kind of go to pick your feet up off the ground, kind of go to your happy place. It's really good at that. I like the mystery of what in the world is going on here. What is this? How did this happen? I think all those things are really compelling. And I think it gives a pretty satisfying conclusion to all that. But I think adding a third main character, about 30-40% in the movie was an interesting choice that surprisingly worked out really well. I was rather surprised because when it first happened, I was like, oh God, are we going to be doing some M. Night Shyamalan crazy twist now or something? But I don't think so. I just say trust the process. It'll all work out, and it'll actually make a lot more sense once you get to it. But I gotta say, Georgina Campbell and Justin Long are both really, really great in this. Bill Skarsgård as well, obviously. I mean, anytime you got Pennywise in a horror movie, you're going to be interested in what he does, right? But I think the three main characters here are done really, really well. They have very good chemistry, and I think they're giving really, really great performances. Now, what did I not like? Now, like all horror movies, I question who in the world would make these decisions. Like I kind of talked about there in the cold open is, you're why are you going back to this place once you've gotten out? You know what's going on there. It's kind of scary. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, look, I understand that you're a great person, and I'm just questioning in real life would somebody do those kind of things. But again, that's something is every slasher horror movie I've ever watched in my life. I ask myself, why are you running up the stairs? That kind of thing, So you will have things like that will be making you question the motivations and the rational thought of our main character. But I think the thing is that watching a celebrity get canceled in real time felt like a storyline we didn't really even need in here. It felt almost like something to kind of fluff up the time a little bit, or to kind of make one character maybe a little more likable, unlikable. You'll see. But I don't think we really, really needed that. I understood they kind of needed to establish some things with AJ before he came into the story, but I just didn't think it was anything that was really, really needed in the story. It doesn't take anything away. It just felt like, we could have shaved off a good 10 minutes of the movie, I think, doing that. And guys, there's still a lot of reliance on jump scares. I don't think that's anything that's going away, sadly, with horror these days. There's a lot of reliance on jump scares. Now, look, they're really good. They're really good, but you know when they're coming, and you're more just bracing for, oh my God, what is it going to be, I think. So the tension, really great, but the jump scares, a little too much. But again, I just think that's just the new normal with horror these days. That's what we're just going to get. And I wish there had been more of Bill Skarsgård. I really don't think he was in the movie as much as he could have been. So I think that's a really good get for this movie, and I don't think that they really used him as much as they should have. Now, if I have some final thoughts here, guys, I thought this was terrific. I really did enjoy it. I legit creeped me out. Like I said, I was really legitimately spooked more than once. I have no issues with the ending. The one thing I heard about it is that the ending was going to be very divisive, and so warning. I mean, I think even the Rotten Tomatoes screen says it's a really great movie, but the ending might rub you the wrong way. I have no idea. I thought it was very cut and dry. I understood what they were trying to do. So all I'll say, guys, is again, zero spoilers before you see this, and I think that'll get the best effect for you, because when you have no idea where this movie's going, when it does go to crazy town, it'll completely surprise you. The lesser you know about this, the better. But guys, as you know, I rate all my movies on a scale of preserve the film, pay to see it, wait for streaming, download it illegally, or burn the master copy. And guys, I'm going to say this is a pay to see it. Now, lucky for you, you don't have to pay to see it, because even though it came out 6 weeks ago in the theaters, it's already on HBO Max, which is how I watch it. But for the sake of my rating scale, I will say, yes, pay to see it. I thought it was really, really good horror, guys. It was really did all the right things that I need for modern horror. I think this is going to become, I wouldn't say an instant classic, but as far as like where horror has been the last few years, it is one of the better ones. This is definitely, so I'm really interested in following Zach's career the rest of the way and seeing what he does next, because I'm not really familiar with his films if he's made anything else besides this. But this, very, very creepy, guys. I will say, if you are looking for something to watch over the Halloween season, this will hit all of the right beats, but it might be a little too much for some people. Like, I'm glad I didn't watch it with my wife, because she was turn it off, I can't handle it. So take that for what you will. I don't know, I might be overhyping it. I really enjoyed it. I've slept on it, because I was going to do this immediately after I finished the movie. And I said, let me sleep on it a night and see if I still feel the same way. I actually think I like it even more after sleeping on it a little bit. So great things on the horizon, I think, for horror right now, guys. And after the just shit smear that was Halloween Ends, this was a nice recovery for the horror genre in 2022. So guys, Barbarian, did you see it? What did you think? Why don't you drop in the comments and let me know, and I'll talk to you there.